Keith and I had it a bit like that, and we presented it to the band, and the band decided, oh yes, we could do that, and they made a great job of it, because Jimmy Page played this great riff all the way through, which sounds like this. And Jeff Beck played this outrageous solo. At one part of it, he's copying the sound of a police siren going off. Anyway, we did this crazy record. It was quite outrageous, and it was like nothing else we'd ever done before, and it was a terrible flop. It got to about number 50 in the chart or something, and all our other songs have been in the top 10. So, but actually, it became a cult record, and about 20 years ago it was voted UK psychedelic single of all time by Record Collector. It beat Strawberry Fields was number 2. So we were quite pleased eventually, but at the time it was a bit of a bummer. And also, we went back to America to promote that record, and we were put on this very strange tour in the US called the Caravan of Stars, and it was organised by this guy Dick Clark. Have you heard of him? DJ Dick Clark. And it was a very, very odd thing, but they thought, oh well, you're playing in front of thousands of people, you know, that was the idea, you get maximum publicity. So we did this tour, and it was very strange, and we had all these other bands on, like Gary Lewis and the Playboys, and Sam the Sham and Brian Hyland and people like that, and we didn't fit in at all. And they were all playing their very sort of poppy songs, and we were playing like Happenings 10 years time ago, and people were shouting out, turn that guitar down. It was very embarrassing. And after the first show, it was in Corpus Christi in Texas, we came off, and Jeff was really stressed out. He got very, very stressed, and he smashed his guitar in the dressing room. It was a Les Paul, like John's playing there, and he smashed that into bits. And he said, oh, I've had enough, I'm going to stay with my girlfriend in California. And it was like a Spinal Tap moment. And the four of us were just stuck with this tour, you know, how are we going to do it? We had another, maybe 30 shows to do or something. But we did it, and Jimmy Page played lead guitar, and we got through it, and we were quite pleased. But we went back to England, and of course we had a meeting. I'm afraid to say we sacked Jeff, and he didn't have. Well, he had something to say about it a bit later, 26 years later, at the Hall of Fame ceremony. Let's see that.
Yeah, I have done other music after the Yardbirds, but anyway, somebody told me I should be proud tonight, but I'm not, because they kicked me out. They did. Fuck them.
Sorry. It was very funny actually, because that was like 26 years later when we got into the Hall of Fame. And during all that 26 years, he never said anything to me, because I used to go to his house and we'd have parties, and we used to go out together. We used to have a lot of fun together, and we were very close. And he never once said to me, I was very hurt about that. And that was the sort of guy he was. He kept all his emotions inside, and it all came out in this fantastic, guitar playing. So, he was one of the great guys. Anyway, to carry on, we carried on with the four-piece, and we thought we didn't really have the creative input in the band, without Paul and without Jeff, and it's very difficult to produce a new single that was any good. So we went to the hit maker of the day in the UK, this guy called Mickey Most.